Hello everyone, welcome to Be the Ant Preparedness once again, and I want to go ahead and start off by saying Happy Labor Day to everybody. Do not forget to call your mama, tell her thank you, give her a hug for dealing with the pain of childbirth. That's not what it is. That's not what it has nothing to do with birthing no babies, alright? I know you guys know, but Labor Day is a celebration of the labor movement where the working men and women bonded together and blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go into that and waste y'all's time, but for those of you out there that have the nice office jobs, you know, where you gotta wear khakis and a polo or button up and you get to put cologne on or perfume before you go to work, you guys are off work today because of guys like us. So make sure you thank a laborer in your life for your paid holiday here. So anyway, on to today's video. We've talked about bug out locations, things like that, and I've touched on it in other videos. Most people do not have someplace to go, or they're of the mindset that I'll just bug in and my neighbors will band together. Okay, I'm not telling anybody that they're wrong, okay? Because your neighborhood might be awesome and you might very well be able to do that. You guys might be able to band together. The only issues I see, okay, you're in a suburban area or something like that, and your street's gonna band together. It's very unlikely that everybody on that street is going to have the same opinions, thoughts, etc. that you do as a preparedness-minded person. Okay. Today's society, one of the things is today's society, it's all about spreading the wealth, right? The rich got to pay their fair share, although they're the ones that pay all the taxes anyway. I don't want to get political, but sorry if I offended anyone. But yeah, our society today, that is what is being preached left and right through the school system all the way up, is sharing the wealth, socialism, right? Those of you that have watched my videos know that I'm not really into socialism too much. Anyway, so you're going to have those folks on your street that I guarantee are the ones that didn't prepare. Well, for the good of our group, the good of the community, we need to take stock of what we have so that the group will better be served, right? And here you are, you've got that minimum of 1 year food saved up for your family. You've got the water stored, or ways to treat, filter water. And across the street, you've got the school teachers, CPAs, whatever it is, that, yeah, they go out to eat 3, 4, 5 nights a week. They like going on vacation to Bermuda or what. And I love going on vacation. Y'all, I ain't saying nothing if you go on vacation. What I'm trying to say is that general population, they live for the now. Yeah, they got the 401k, and that's their safety net. Well, if you're talking a grid down, 401k's gone. If you're talking economic collapse, it's gone. Societal collapse, are you going to be able to get to it? Or are you going to, you know what I mean? It's probably gone. So their safety net is now gone. And those people, yeah, they eat out every night. Very little food in the house. They got the coffee, they got the Keurig, right? And they got the little K-cups. And they'll probably have some syrups for their coffee and And I use syrup in my coffee. I'm not down on anybody that uses syrup, okay? I use the freaking syrups in my coffee. But you guys know what I'm saying, is they have not put anything back. They don't know step one to surviving without electricity and without a weekly paycheck and without a restaurant to go to. They have no idea what to do. So they are going to want to gather all the food up in one big pile, so to speak, all the supplies, period, medical, everything. And that way they can start rationing, and we can make it through this together. Together we're stronger, we can make it through this. You're going to be dealing with that. If you're planning on bugging in, you are going to be dealing with that. For those of you that have the 4 or 5 buddies on the same street, and you're all preparedness minded, that's great. Chances are, if you've got 4 or 5 buddies on your street and you're preparedness minded, you've probably talked to them about that. And since you already know that there's a few of them on your street, you've probably talked to other people about it. And they're not really into it. But since you've talked to them about it, they know that you are. So where is the first place they're going to come when it's time to take stock of what the community has? That's right, they're coming to your house. And chances are that there's going to be a few of them, okay? And you're going to have to plan for that. I'm not telling anybody to do anything. I'm just telling you, plan for that to happen and figure out how you're going to deal with it. Aside from that, that's really there's other things. My opinion, that's like the biggest thing, okay? Everybody in the area coming to you. But, okay, so let's say your area, your group, they're open-minded, they understand what's going on, and you know what, they're pretty well prepared for the most part, and everything's going relatively smooth in your little group on your street there. Let's say there's 20 houses on your street. I don't know, let's just say, let's give it a number. And let's say they're all married couples. Okay, so now you got 40 people. Let's say that half of them are serious about the preparedness. So you got 20 that are serious, 20 that are, well, that sounds like a good idea, I'll think about that or something. Now, how many people have those 20 not so serious people talked to about things like this? About their crazy prepper neighbor? About the crazy people that live on their street? So how many people have they talked to? Now, all those people that they've talked to, when something happens, they're gonna like, I remember when Bob was telling me about them folks that live on the street. I bet they got food. I bet they got security. I bet they got that stuff. Let's go over there and see what happens. So I can see your little street of 20 houses, you know, 40 adults, however many kids. I see that blowing up pretty quick. Okay, everybody has family and friends, loved ones that we don't want to see anything happen to. Preparedness minded folks kind of look at it a little bit different, but still at the end of the day, we want to help our loved ones. But now you've got, yeah, Bob, where he's run his mouth off to 10 different guys at work, okay? And those 10 different guys have 10 wives. So now you got 20 people just from Bob running his mouth are going to be like, we need to head over there. And that's 1 out of 20 not so serious people, right? Even if it was only 10 people that show up for every person, you're talking 200 people showing up, guys. What are you going to do when that happens? Okay? Do you have plans for that? What are those plans? What are the contingencies off those? Having people as power, absolutely. Okay, that's going to help. But you got to feed all those people. You got to take care of all those people. They have to have somewhere to go. So you guys can see how a couple people knowing is going to turn into a whole lot of people showing up. So bear that in mind. And I think you're going to see it increase as time goes on. You know, the first few days, most folks are just waiting for everything to calm down, whatever. Government's going to come save them, right? After the first 2 weeks, people are going to be like, hey, this is serious. I think it's about time to roll. And they're going to start heading in. They're going to start heading into your area. Now, after a month, and everything's foobar, right? You're going to have people trying to get there. And the people that are trying to get there in whatever time frame, I don't care, are all of them going to make it? Are all of them going to fall upon, be fallen upon by predators? Okay? You know, when the predators ask, what are you doing? Where's your stuff? Give me what you got. What are those people going to say? We don't have anything, but we know someplace that's got tons of stuff. So now, along with all these people that are unprepared coming into your area, you're going to have the bad guys, right? Now the bad guys are going to come in. Hey, we need to stock up here. Let's go ahead and take what they got. So I'm telling you all this, and I'm sure a lot of you have already thought about this. This is no great surprise. It's going to be difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible. You're going to have to make a lot of tough decisions, and it's not going to be fun. I mean, I guess SHTF is not going to be fun no matter where you're at. But yeah, the suburban communities, there is a reason that they are suburban, because that means the urban's relatively close by, you know, within driving distance, right? So yeah, I can see that a lot of issues with that. If you guys have worked out your plan for bugging in and you feel good with that, more power to you. I ain't about to tell anybody what to do. If you feel comfortable and you've thought about everything, have at it. The only thing I ask is to think about everything, think about the contingencies, things that can happen. And once again, I'm going to say it again, if you got that cousin, grandpa, friend, whoever lives out in the country, I would beg you to please talk with them. And you don't have to lay it all out all apocalyptic like. You can just lay it out as, you know, hey, kind of like to learn how to do some farming or blah blah blah, or, you know, in case something happens, you know, could we roll by, and then start working something out there. Because living in a shed or a barn on somebody's property out in the country, I think you're going to have a lot less headaches than if you're living in your nice 4 or 5 bedroom suburban home when the house is surrounded by people that want your stuff. Yeah, it's even in the area I live, yeah, we're suburban, but we're not cul-de-sacs, and we're not allotments and subdivisions, they're called in some parts of the country. We're not HOA. No, you will never see me living somewhere where there's an HOA. No. I buy a piece of property and then somebody else is going to tell me what I can do with it. No, I don't think so. Screw that. But to each their own. You know what I mean? It's like, I know people live off with different philosophies. My brother, for instance, he has just got his first 4-wheel drive vehicle in a long time. And that's so that we can get to our camp, our location. Okay. It's not only our bug out location, it's kind of our getaway, you know. But for years, he lived with the idea that 95% of his driving is to and from work, run to the grocery store, things like that. and like 5% of the time he's got to worry about having 4-wheel drive and ground clearance. So why should he go out and spend $20,000-$30,000 on a vehicle that doesn't get good gas mileage and all this other stuff just so that he can make it to some place that he goes 5% of the time? And I understand the thought process. And I know people are like that, and I know people, they've given no thought to finding a bug out location. They're just going to bug in their house because it's going to be okay, because the chances of something happening are extremely small. You know, that's their thought process, and I get that. But still, at the same time, if you're preparing, if you're, excuse me, stocking up on different supplies, you've already got that mindset of something very well could happen, and we need to look at it. So just something to think about. I'll stop. I'll cut it off here. But yeah, remember, thank you, Mama, for Labor Day. Okay, and I appreciate all you guys. Thanks to all my subscribers, all the viewers out there. I really appreciate it. And like always, please do the like, share, subscribe, comment, all the notification stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, share the videos on your Facebook and all the other stuff out there. I don't know all about it. But yeah, comment. Yeah, what do you think? Yeah, you know, Big G, no, you're wrong, man. Bugging in the suburbia is going to be awesome, and this is why. No, absolutely. Post that down there, and I'm not going to take what you post and then, well, you're an idiot. No, I'm not going to do that. I might make a video response to it as far as why I think maybe you ought to look at it a different way. But yeah, always, if you can, guys, please be respectful in the comments. Please comment on other people's comments, but also be respectful, okay? We're all individuals here with different thoughts and all that other good stuff, and let's remember that. So thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Talk to y'all after a while.